Tokyo, the city that never sleeps, where bright neon lights blend with the hustle and bustle of people's lives. I stepped into a completely different world, where every street corner has its own story. First, I visited Shibuya, where the stream of people was like a fast-flowing river, drawing me into the whirlpool of modern life. The flashing lights from large billboards, the sound of car horns, and the laughter of young people create a lively symphony. I stood in the middle of the famous intersection, where thousands of people crossed the street together, and felt the magical connection between people, even though they may have never met each other before. After enjoying a hot bowl of ramen at a small roadside restaurant, I decided to explore more of Tokyo's unique culture. I visited Meiji Shrine, where the silence and peace were a complete contrast to the noise outside. The tall old trees, bright red lanterns, and fresh air made me feel like I was lost in another world. I slowly walked through the Torii Gate, feeling my every step on the stone road, and suddenly realized that, in the bustle of life, sometimes we need to stop to find peace in our hearts. Seoul. Leaving Tokyo, I boarded the Shinkansen, Japan's famous bullet train, to go to Kyoto. The feeling of sitting on the train, looking out the window, I see long green fields, distant mountains, and beautiful small villages. Every scene gives me a feeling of peace, as if time is slowing down. When the train stopped in Kyoto, I felt a clear difference between the two cities. Kyoto, with its ancient temples, narrow streets, and slowly rolling bicycles, gives me the feeling of returning to the past. I started my journey to explore Kyoto by visiting Kinkaku-ji Temple, also known as the Golden Temple. The temple is covered with a layer of gold leaf, reflecting sunlight on the clear blue lake, creating a beautiful scene. I sat down by the lake, closed my eyes, and breathed in the fresh air, feeling the purity of this place. The sounds of birds chirping, the sound of the wind blowing through the trees, all seemed to blend together, creating a gentle, soothing music. Next, I visited the Gion neighborhood, famous for its geishas. Ancient houses, stone streets, and red lanterns create a mystical atmosphere. I saw a young geisha, in a resplendent kimono, walking lightly. She is like a ghost, passing through the crowd, carrying with her the beauty and mystery of Japanese culture. I felt like I was witnessing a precious moment, a part of living history. As dusk fell, I decided to climb to the top of Arashiyama Hill to admire the view. From above, I saw the city of Kyoto gradually engulfed in warm yellow light. The surrounding mountains and winding rivers all create a beautiful picture. I sat there, admiring the scenery, and felt peace in my soul. That was the moment I realized that, no matter how hustle and bustle life is, there are always quiet moments for us to find ourselves. The next day, I decided to participate in a traditional tea ceremony. Guided by a woman in a kimono, I learned how to make matcha tea and enjoyed it in the quiet atmosphere of an old house. Every move is done carefully and meticulously, from stirring the tea to enjoying it. I felt the elegance and sophistication of Japanese culture, and realized that, in every drop of tea, there is the soul and care of the brewer. Finally, I couldn't leave Kyoto without visiting the Arashiyama bamboo forest. The tall, green bamboo trees create a magical space. I walked among the bamboo rows, feeling the freshness and peace. The sound of the wind blowing through the bamboo trees created a sound like gentle music, making me feel like I was lost in a fairyland. When I left Kyoto, I brought with me beautiful memories of a journey to discover Japanese culture and people. From modern Tokyo to ancient Kyoto, each place left me with deep emotions and thoughts. I realized that it's not just the tourist destinations, but the people, culture, and simple moments in life that make the journey meaningful. Japan, with its beauty and sophistication, has touched my heart, and I know that I will return one day.